So these are standing cars with internal, external rotation. And I'm using this orange stick just so imagine that, because we're doing it obviously in an open space. So the first variation is going to be with support. You could be hanging on to a railing, to a doorway, to anything that allows us to get some stability and create tension. So from here, what we're going to do, these are controlled articular rotations of that hip, and we're going to go through all these ranges. So if you look at me from the top, from straight up, I'm going to push this into the ground, create stability. Abs are on, butt's on, shoulders are on, everything is on, because we want to irradiate everything so this is moving in isolation, meaning I'm not using all this body language to go through this motion. So what I'm going to do first, as I'm pushing this into the ground, I'm going to internally, so I'm going to abduct, so knee goes past midline, and I'm going to internally rotate my hip, okay? I'm going to push my foot into the ground. So this standing foot, I'm driving it into the ground, so my ass turns on, and I'm have that stability, pushing this into the ground. Now I'm going to lift this up as high as I possibly can. Keep driving. Remember, I'm still internally rotating. Now, once I get as high as I possibly can, I'm going to start to bring that heel up, or should I say that ankle up as high as I can, and externally rotate. Now I'm going to abduct while I'm externally rotating. Once I can't get any further, notice, I don't want this hip to turn. It's still facing forward. Still driving up. Now I'm going to start opening up, and once again, internally rotating as much as I can. Okay, doesn't go any further. Now I'm going to extend and come back. So I'm going to do this a little bit faster so you guys can see it. Pushing into the ground, abs on, driving this down. This could be a doorway. Okay, so that's the variation with support. Much harder, and at some point in time, you can do that without support. So now I'm creating tension through my fists. I'm still having all that tension go through my body. So I'm right here. And I could reverse that motion in either of the variations. So coming out here. Okay, so notice, everything else is level and nice and solid and tight. Now, if I can also do this from the ground, and I'm going to give you guys a couple angles. So this is our quadruped position. Same philosophy here, where I'm going to drive this knee up and across. So my low back is as flat as it can be, and I'm internally rotating. Now I'm going to pass this, pass my other, I would say, leg here, drive out, and start internally rotating and go into that same position. Now what we can do here, we can push the ground away to create abs here. So I'm coming across, my foot surpasses, internally rotate, coming out, and coming around. And I can do the same thing, obviously coming back. Now the thing is, it's going to be challenging if you don't have great mobility to put that foot down and come across. So you have to pick and choose what's going to be the best variation for you. We like to start with, I would say, having that position with some stability, whether it's a doorway or whether it's something else that you can hold on to.